All right. Day 4 of the 14-day carnivore challenge, carnivore experiment, and it's going well. And I am also, I wanted to share with you how I make it easier on myself to stay committed to something like this. So, number one, in case we haven't met, my name is April Bragg, and I am a Christian life coach and relationship coach. And I decided to take this on. I don't actually specialize in diets, but I do specialize in making the most out of your life, out of my life. And by extension, I also make the most out of my clients' lives, help them make the most out of it. And I was feeling like, even though I had great tools for managing anxiety, I was like, there was a physiological component to it. And so I decided to go with the carnivore diet to see if that were true and to just run as an experiment. So, update, I have stayed on it. I'm starting day 4. I'm loving it more and more. Um, Yesterday, I enjoyed, in fact, I only ate once yesterday. I had a cup of coffee, kind of an Americano, and I did put some heavy whipping cream in it, and that kept me going. I mean, there was a couple times when I felt a little bit hungry, but not very much. And that kept me going until evening time when it was supper time. And so I made ribeyes and I made some chicken drumsticks. I wanted to have those on hand for lunches or for variation. All right. So I only ate once yesterday. My hunger was calmed down. I have felt for a while like my hunger has been out of control. And I didn't know if it was because I was working out more or if there is a hormonal component because I'm 45. Um, but I'm telling you, yesterday it felt so much more normal, so much more calm. That was amazing. Loved it. The scale showed that I was down another pound today, so 159. I had a great workout with my personal trainer. Hi, Brandon. And it was a good, steady workout. Tuesday, I felt a little bit kind of drained, like I was trying to burn 2 types of fuel, and my body just was a little confused. But today, it just felt solid. Again, kind of calm, but good workout. I'm going to be sore. Um, I have been having a little bit of pain in my lower back and the front of my thigh. And I think that might be something I need to visit the chiropractor about. So I don't think that has anything to do with the diet. I did have aches down the sides of my legs, like towards my ankles and all. And I thought that that might be yesterday. I was a little bit low on water and, you know, dropping 4 pounds in 4 days, less than 4 days, really 3 days. That just might be a lot of water, and so just a little bit of achiness from there. And also, my caffeine intake I'm only drinking 1 cup a day versus my 2 before, maybe 3 of double espressos because I make them homemade on a Breville machine. I was having 2 to 3 of those a day and sometimes a Diet Coke. So, I've reduced my caffeine by 2/3. And, so sometimes I think that's my body catching up. I know before when I've gone cold turkey on caffeine, then I get really bad achiness in my back and my legs. So, but this time it's just that one pain is just on the left side. So I don't think that's it. Let's keep an eye on it. But talking about how I make it easier to stay committed. You know, I grew up thinking willpower was the way. You just make yourself, you say you're going to do it, you're going to do it, and you make yourself do it no matter the cost. And some things I'd be very proud of myself. And other times I'd cave in and I'm like, you could do better than this. Why would you cave in on that? That didn't seem so hard. Until I started thinking about willpower as a muscle that just gets tired. And so instead of depending on willpower to keep me committed, I have found this easier way of doing it. And that's by creating more desire. So instead of willpower to make me do something that I don't really want to do, I actually focus on creating desire to where I crave doing the things that are moving me towards my goal. So I've done this in a few areas. Number one, I realized very young you can make yourself like things that you think you don't like. Um, I ran this I was kind of I didn't wanna pick out the black olives and pizza pockets, so I'm like, "I'm just gonna eat them." And then we lived overseas for a while in France, and they had a habit of putting black olives on pizza, and I didn't wanna pick it off, so I just ate them. Guess what? I like black olives. Another thing, last year when I decided that I wanted I hated exercise. I mean, hated. I didn't wanna get sweaty, I didn't wanna work out, I didn't wanna do any of those things. I always said I'd rather, diet than exercise. Um, it's just a waste of time and energy. You get most of your results from your diet, blah, 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 all the things. But last year, when I decided I probably need to exercise, then I decided, well, if this is going to be a lifetime, it's not going to be using my willpower to get me out there every day. I'm going to have to enjoy it. So I'm going to need to create desire for that. So, how did I do that? Number one, I recognize that that's what I'm going to do. Number two, I purposely looked for reasons why I might want to become a person who loves exercise. So, I didn't say you have to enjoy it. I'm just saying, oh, it would probably be easier if I did enjoy it. And then I did look for ways to make it more enjoyable. Literally, I was just open to redefining how my relationship was with exercise. Just redefining it. I'd like and it started out like this. I'd like to exercise. And then it became I I have found a way. I do like to exercise, or actually, it's like I'd like to exercise, and then I do like the benefits of exercise, and then it moved more to I do like this type of exercise, and I'm open to trying other things, and now it's I I do like exercise amongst other things, and now it's I crave exercise on a daily basis. I mean, seriously, your body just gets used to it and you're like, but do you see how I just walked my thoughts up leveling them kind of one step at a time, gently? I didn't force myself to believe something that I didn't believe. I just became open to thinking about it differently in a more positive light. And that's the same thing that I'm doing in the carnivore diet. I I'd like to enjoy this experiment. And I'd like to have the benefits from this experiment. And I'd like to be open to continuing this experiment if the benefits seem worthwhile. See how I'm not forcing myself? I'm not making a decision. I gave myself 14 days to try it on, and we're just going to see. But I'm also telling my brain, hey, listen, if you're going to want to continue, you're going to want it. That'll make it easy. Then you don't have to use willpower. And one of the ways that we want to continue things is when we are just so convinced of the benefits. And so I am looking actively for the benefits, for the positive side of it. Okay? So that's called creating desire. Some people might call it self brainwashing. Whatever you want to call it, it's fine. But do you see the benefit of instead of always relying on willpower actually creating desire for something that you're going to do anyway. That's what I wanted to share today. So, anyway, and I am seeing some great, great benefits to this, and I'm making notes of them. Um, for example, I do feel like some of the fog has lifted. Um, I feel stronger. I mean, like literally a little bit more energetic, a little bit stronger, um, more centered. I wouldn't say calm. I can be a pretty intense person and I can also calm myself down, but like centered, maybe focused might be the word. And I'm enjoying it. I really am. I mean, look, there are times when you're just like, and this is what my brain wants to do is, yeah, but are you going to do this forever? I mean, are you really never going to eat a cupcake again? And it's like, whoa, we're not talking about forever here. We're just talking about today. I'm just doing this today, and that's enough. So, anyway, I hope that you find an area of your life that you could apply this to where instead of always focusing on willpower, which has a waning strength, it just gets tired like a muscle holding on, um, build desire because nobody has to talk us into doing the things that we love to do. Okay. So look for the reasons why you desire to do the things you love to do. S- And like I said, we can talk ourselves into those reasons, but we just have to get our brains on board for looking for the benefits instead of what the brain naturally wants to do, which is look for the limitations, like, oh, I can't have this and I can't have that. No, no, no. I'm enjoying that I get to have ribeyes and sirloin steak. And I'm enjoying those chicken legs turned out really well. And I really enjoyed my Americano with heavy whipping cream. And I really enjoyed not being hungry yesterday. You see how I'm just reinforcing that. So that's what I had to share with you today. I'm going to end it now. But if you are interested in taking and experimenting your life, then reach out to me. I'd be glad to share, other tips, things that work for me that help me reach my goals and have confidence even in the midst of the experiment. So, confidence that I'm going to get there in the end. All right. Talk to you later. Bye bye.